Today's question is, how do I cope with a new micromanager? I love my job, but I hate being micromanaged. Thank you for asking this question because I think there are a lot of people that will be experiencing something along these lines. So the first thing and the most important thing is that you need to have some communication about this. Ideally, it would be great if you can sit down with your manager and have a really open conversation, particularly if this is someone that's new into this role and you're confident in doing your job and you were enjoying the way that you were being managed before. It might be having an open conversation that could start with, hey, I just thought, it's been whatever it has been, 3 months, 6 months that we've been now working together. And I just wanted to just talk about how we can best work together. And you might want to express, some of the things that you find really helpful, like being given, I really like it when you give me enough freedom to be able to execute these tasks in the way that I feel. Or it's really helpful for me when you check in with me, every 2 months on this sort of project, perhaps rather than every week. So be open and honest and respectful and let them know the specific behaviors that you're not appreciating and how you would like it to be and why that is and how that's going to improve your working relationship. At the same time, ask them, are there things that they can see that could improve your working relationship? Now, ideally, I believe all leaders should be actually preempting this and asking you these questions in your one-on-ones, asking, hey, how can I be a better leader? But often that isn't happening. So you're not alone. The challenge for leaders is that sometimes it feels like a fine line to them between what can be micromanaging and what can be not giving enough direction. So it may simply be that this person needs to understand that you would prefer to have less direction, that you'd prefer more freedom, and for them to have the confidence in that. So think about what are the examples of the ways that you know that you're confident with your job, that you're getting on with things. What are the ways that you can agree that won't be too burdensome for you, that you can communicate to them, updates on where you're at with projects or how things are going, rather than feeling like they're constantly checking up on you and it's too much. So I really encourage you, have that courageous conversation, plan it out ahead of time, decide what your key outcome is that you want to see, which is that you have good freedom and autonomy, that you also feel like you're getting good support and appreciation. Plan out exactly what you want that to look like. Think about the sorts of things that you might say. Think about how your leader or manager might feel, and then sit down and have that conversation. And if that's just too challenging a step, then I recommend talking to somebody else in your organization that you trust, perhaps getting them to come alongside you and brainstorm ways to do that. Sometimes it can be a good idea to perhaps talk to someone who's another manager at a similar level that's a colleague of your manager, someone that you can trust that can come alongside and just help to, I guess, mediate this sort of conversation. But ultimately, you need to reach a point where you're openly, respectfully sharing how you feel and finding a way to move forward that's going to help you work better together. So I wish you all the best with that. Reach out if I can help with anything further and let me know how it goes.